Well, welcome back to another edition of Meet the Crew. It's so good to be with you again today. As you can see, I have another team with us here today. This is the Advanced Academics team. I'm not really sure what to call you because you're all over the place. We have our instructional specialist, we have our peak teacher, we have our librarian. So I'm going to go with Advanced Academics if that's cool with you guys. But we are so excited, guys, and so excited to know you. But so instead of doing introductions, we're going to jump right in with our first question. It's the same question I've been asking every team so far. And I'm going to start with Miss Hassel. Miss Hassel, who was your favorite teacher when you were in school?
My favorite teacher was my second grade teacher, Miss Tatum. She was amazing, and she made me feel special every day.
Awesome. What about you, Miss Brown?
My favorite teacher was my high school geometry teacher. He was very passionate about teaching, and he just always made us feel very welcome to come into class.
That's great. What about you, Miss Skinner?
So my favorite teacher that stands out to me wasn't actually a teacher I had in school. She was actually my mentor teacher my first year teaching. No question was too small to ask, and she was just a great leader.
Wow. What was her name? We give her a shout out.
Yeah, Miss Dixon.
Miss Dixon. All right, cool. And Miss Davis, how about you?
My favorite teacher had to be my fifth grade teacher. We were self-contained in California, and Miss Campbell was her name, and she still is very clear in my mind. She's very passionate about what she did.
Great. Miss Stats, how about you?
I would have to say it was my high school German teacher, Mr. Huxman. Learned a lot about patience from him, as we only had about 12 kids in our class, so we were kind of goofy quite a bit.
Wow, that's man, that sounds like a nice classroom size. We can get some of that down here. I love asking that question. I know I've said it on every episode. It bears repeating that we are all here because of somebody that was in our path along the way. So teachers, big shout out to you guys. Now, speaking of school, I also like to ask this question. What was your favorite meal in the cafeteria growing up? Or if you weren't like a cafeteria person and you were just like bring your lunch from home, what was the favorite thing you brought from home or your favorite meal from the cafeteria? And I'm going to go back around. Let's start with you, Ms. Stats.
I mostly carried my lunch from home, and so I usually had a bologna sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Bologna sandwich, that's classic.
I know.
All right, Miss Davis, how about you?
You know, I really thought hard about this, and I can't remember a favorite. I also took my lunch a lot, but I do remember in high school we had open campus, and Taco Villa was a big deal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
West Texas, shout out. All right.
That is exactly where I went to high school. So that would have to be my favorite.
So I have to go off topic for a little bit. I had Taco Villa for the first time when I went to college at Texas Tech, and everybody talked about how amazing it was, and I was like, I do not see why you think this is good. So, but West Texas people, they love Taco Villa. So, Miss Skinner, how about you?
One that's still a favorite today. I mean, you can never go wrong with chicken nuggets.
That's true.
Mashed potatoes, fries, chips. You can pair it with anything.
That's true. Mrs. Brown, how about you?
I would have to go with the fish sticks and macaroni and cheese. I'm a huge macaroni and cheese person, so anytime we had it, I was there.
Awesome. Hey, Miss Hassel, how about you?
I loved T-Bird Burger Day with like the patty. It was so good. Every week I ate that.
Okay, so almost every episode, if you've been watching, you've noticed that a kid who grew up in HEB is typically saying T-Bird on a bun. That's at least the fifth person that I've interviewed that said this, including some principals of this district. So as you can tell, Mrs. Hassel is definitely an HEB product because she likes T-Bird on a bun. Okay, so moving on to our next question. This is going to break off from the school theme a little bit. What is your dream vacation? Take money out of the equation, take the logistics out of the equation. If you could take a vacation to one place, where would it be? I'm going to start with you, Mrs. Brown.
I think my dream vacation would be to Spain.
Okay.
I'd like to visit Spain.
Cool. Mrs. Davis, how about you?
It'd have to be Switzerland or Italy. I've just seen too many absolutely gorgeous pictures, and so now I want to see it up close.
Awesome. Miss Stats, how about you?
I would have to say Australia.
Okay. All right. Miss Hassel.
I would tour Europe.
Wow. All right. So just go all the places.
All the places.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Miss Skinner, how about you?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Greece.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I think I've always wanted to go to Italy just to see some of the concert halls and some of the music and stuff like that, I think that Italy would be really cool. But I think Miss Hassel has it right. If money is not an object, just go to all the places. So that is still a vacation, I think. Okay, cool. And then the very last thing for our pick'em, we've been doing some pick'ems for every episode. This one I like because I think I have a couple of y'all figured out that I've known already. But if you could be a passenger in a car or a driver in the car, which would you choose? Would you rather drive or be a passenger? And let's start with Miss Stats.
Oh, driver, definitely.
Okay, yeah, I would have guessed that for you. Okay, Mrs. Brown.
Driver.
Driver. All right, Miss Skinner.
Well, it depends on who the driver is. But
That's true. Okay, all right, Mrs. Davis.
Oh gosh, that's a tough one because I like to just look around and sleep in the car, but I'd have to say driver. I'm in control.
Okay, Miss Hassel.
Passenger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I just, I think that when I was younger, driver was definitely the answer. I think as I've gotten older, I'm like, man, I want to sit down and just like do stuff and read a book or play on my phone or something like that. So I have said for years that if Tesla would give me the self-autonomous car to test, like I will be the guinea pig. Give me the car that drives itself, and so I can just go places and get work done and stuff like that. Because I also think that, like when I went to New York, speaking of vacations, went to New York, I really loved the public transit system because I was like, I can just sit down, I can still do things, I can still get to where I want to go. So Texas is missing out on that stuff. But yeah, so I think I would be passenger for sure at this point. Maybe not as a younger kid, but definitely now. So, okay, that's all I got for us today. That was pretty easy, right? So getting to know you guys is very important for our students and our parents. And if you are watching this, thank you so much and thank you to our advanced academics team for being here. Don't forget that you need to subscribe to our YouTube and hit the like on our Facebook for all the upcoming videos, information about registration, anything that you might need for Arbor Creek coming up this fall. So thank you all for being here today, and we cannot wait to see you in the fall. And don't forget to take flight.